Hey y'all, it's your Aunt Kathy again. So last time we talked about how we all reason socially, meaning we share among us all the hard work of thinking about the world. And as a result, we evolved to believe in stories that come from within our tribe, regardless of whether that information was accurate. So why bother even talking about this? If people only believe information that bubbles up through their trusted us, what's the point of even trying to communicate? We're about to touch on possibly the biggest reason that white supremacy is dying and we're losing the stability it delivered. There is an exception to the rule that we only believe information from trusted sources. Here's a hint to what I'm talking about. Looking back at the last 3 elections, among people who are white, who live in their original hometown, that hometown is smaller than, say, 250,000 people, and they didn't go to college, the odds they voted for Trump are extremely high. Across the same 3 elections, if you look at white people who live far from where they grew up, in big cities, and they have a college degree, they have backed Democrats by a huge margin. What is going on here? In a previous video, we talked about fast thinking and slow thinking, and how uncomfortable slow thinking can be. We used the example of learning to ride a bike. When you're learning, you're using your conscious, slow thinking brain. With practice, the lessons get written into your unconscious, fast thinking, so you can ride a bike, so to speak, without thinking about it. Turns out, to a certain extent, slow thinking can itself be like riding a bike. With enough practice, people get used to the challenge of complex thinking. They can even learn to enjoy it. There have always been people who got excited about the idea of exploring ideas. There just weren't always as many of them, and there weren't good ways for those people to earn a living from doing what they loved. In a world of clans searching for food, or in a world dominated by farm labor, slow thinking wasn't rewarded that much. Something happened in the 20th century that changed how the world works. What changed? An economy driven by technology had different needs from a farm economy or even a factory economy. Suddenly, lots of people could make money from slow thinking. After World War II, the United States made a huge investment in college education. About 6% of all Americans had a college education in 1950. About 15% of the voters in the 1980 election had a college education. 40 years later, in 2020, 43% of voters had at least a bachelor's degree. Last year, almost 2/3 of high school graduates enrolled in college. The sudden rise of mass college education is probably the most destabilizing factor in our politics. Why? What is it about college and big cities that has made those 2 factors the main dividing line in our politics? We'll talk about that in our next segment. Take care, y'all, and take care of each other.